We ask that you please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated.
I, Lori Andrucci, hereby open the commencement exercises of Gateway Technical College.
At this time, I am pleased to introduce the President and Chief Executive Officer of Gateway Technical College, Dr. Brian Albrecht.
I thought it was important that Lori actually called the meeting to order. So thank you, Lori, appreciate that. And thank you all for being here this evening. Wow, what a terrific start. A lot of energy in the room already. I'm excited for each of you this evening. So let me start out by certainly saying good evening and welcome, class of 2014. On behalf of Gateway Technical College, the Board of Trustees, the administration, the faculty, and the staff, we congratulate you on your graduation night. A very special welcome to your family and friends that are with you this evening. They've supported you, and now they're here to help celebrate your college commencement. I think we should give them all a big round of applause. And I just want to extend my personal congratulations to all of the graduates this evening. I know you've been on a long journey to your completion of your degree, and we're so proud of you to call you alumni at Gateway Technical College. This evening certainly marks the culmination of years of personal commitment in reaching your educational goals. Tonight we also thank the faculty, the professional staff, the academic advisors, and the administrators at Gateway who have assisted you along the way. And where would we be without the support of your family and friends, those who have supported and guided you throughout your journey? Sometimes challenging, I'm sure, but certainly rewarding for those folks as well this evening. I also know how elated you must feel tonight, and you should know how very proud we are of setting a goal and accomplishing it. The pursuit of excellence is something we pride ourselves with here at Gateway Technical College, and tonight we celebrate that with your commencement ceremony. Please also join me in welcoming the guests at the stage tonight. Our commencement speaker, Mr. Mitchell Farrell, Director, General Manager for Climate Solutions for Train. Thank you, Mitchell, for being with us. Zena Haywood, our Executive Vice President and Provost for Gateway Technical College. Welcome, Zena. Our Gateway Board Trustees, Ram Bhatia, Chairperson. Gary Olson, Vice Chairperson. Dr. William Duncan. Susan Greenfield. Dr. Bethany Ormseth. Dr. Scott Pierce. And Roger Zacharias. Someone that is not on the stage with us tonight, but I want to just acknowledge, is our System President, Morna Foy, who's joining us from Madison today. Morna, thank you for being with us this evening. Thank you all very much for your service to our college. Our community values your leadership. Please join me now in welcoming Ram Bhatia from Gateway Technical College to introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Brian. Good evening. Our speaker this evening is Mitchell Farrell. Mr. Farrell serves as the District General Manager of Climate Solutions for Train. He has been with Train for the past 14 years and has worked within the HVAC industry for over 28 years. Mitchell currently leads more than 300 sales, service, contracting, and parts associates in providing building owners and their influences with energy-efficient HVACR systems and services. Leading Train in delivering economically and environmentally conscious solutions to colleges, universities, K-12 schools, hospitals, industrial buildings, and businesses throughout the Great Northern Plains District. Mr. Farrell received his Bachelor of Arts degree from Concordia University in Minnesota. He has been married for over 22 years and has 2 children. Please join me in welcoming Mitchell Farrell.
Well, welcome. Thank you, Chairman Bhatia, President Albrecht, administrative leadership, faculty, parents, and most important, the class of 2014. I don't have any hair under this cap, so that's kind of confusing for me. I do want to acknowledge, I do have 6 guests here tonight from my team, and I wouldn't be here without them. And so I have Bob Davis, Dean Botts, Chris Tanaka, Pat Archambault, Jeff DeVore, Mike Stanchek. And so thank you, gentlemen, for being here. I'm also very blessed with a very special guest, and I definitely wouldn't be here without her. I have my mother, Judy, in the front row. So Chairman gave me a nice introduction on what I do, and we have a very complicated business, and Gateway has sure helped simplify that, and they teach us as much as we give to them. I have a very twisted path, or a curvy path, maybe better said, and so I'd like to take you through that, and maybe some of the graduates can recognize a path like this. So I grew up in a very small town in southern Minnesota, 864 people. And in the last 10 years, a significant event happened. They got their first stop and go or semaphore light. So that was a major event for that city or town. So I graduate, well, I was also blessed to be able to work in a small business in that little town. And so my mother and father owned a heating and air conditioning business, and some of you graduates are very familiar with that. And so I was allowed to work for them. And at age 10, I started working full-time in the summer, and I was a go for that and a go for this, sweep the floors, pick up sheet metal scraps, whatever it took, but in the process learned a lot. Each year I worked full-time in the summer, and I was given additional responsibilities, and as a result I built a trade skill with the help of my father and his team. We were hit with a major setback in 1984. I lost my father to a snowmobile accident, and we learned at that day how important friends and family are, and we recovered. From there, I went to college. In 1985, had it all figured out. I was going to go to the University of Minnesota. I was going to become a mechanical engineer. I was going to work for a large organization like Honeywell or Johnson Controls, and it was set in stone, always a matter of completing the next 4 years and it'll all be just right. I was into that for about 3 years, and I had the challenge of I wanted to work. I was really getting great feedback at work, but I also had this degree completion, which is very important, ahead of me. And so I was trying to balance that, and I didn't do a very good job, frankly. And so what happened is I started to go to night school, and going to night school is very difficult in the mechanical engineering field. And partly, I don't think I was getting a lot of positive feedback in my studies. So that culminated in a night school, and then eventually taking some time off, which was a huge mistake. So I took some time off, and I started working full-time, and a couple years later, I re-engaged in that degree completion program, and Concordia, and my employer at the time, and Dean Botts, I think in front row approved that, paid for part of my tuition. And so graduated from Concordia, as Chairman said, and that took about 10 years. So that path had plenty of curves, dips, and a few dark spots in it, but here I am. So the one blessing along the way is I found mentors in every organization I worked for, and it's important that you hear the verb found, and that's what it is, it's action, and you need to find mentors. And those folks, you have to make that personal connection, and when you do, it's awesome, because they give back and they help you a great deal. I would say they rounded me out. They might say they knocked my points off, but regardless, we got there. So, Gateway and Train, why am I here? Well, not a lot because of what I've done. The gentlemen that I announced before, they did all the work, and I had a bit of a friendship brewing with Dr. Albrecht, and as a result, I was given this great honor to stand before you. Our relationship with Gateway dates back over 20 years, and it started with a very traditional equipment, and Train Company is known for that. And they purchased equipment from us to help these facilities run. And over time, we realized that we could help one another, and it got stronger and stronger and stronger. And we helped with the curriculum, and they taught us about our products and what wasn't so awesome about our products. And as a result, we brought these two organizations together and made both organizations better, I believe. The interesting thing is, Gateway will turn 103 in November. Train turned 101 in April. I believe these companies were founded in some very similar values, and we also understand the purpose, the learning purpose, and what we stand for in our companies and how critical that is to our mutual success. So from our perspective, we're absolutely grateful to have this relationship, and we're taking it to the next step in the current HVAC and technology curriculum, and I'm looking at him in the back of the room, Larry Hobbs, and I think Tom Neeson is here, and they have worked with us, and Paul Warda is going to join us in the near term, and he's going to be our summer intern working out of our Milwaukee office just up the road. And so we're very grateful, and that's going to be a step of many. So thank you for that. Well, now we're on to the insights and advice. And sometimes when I'm asked to give advice, I struggle because I'm not certain I have enough sunsets to give advice. However, I can share with you that there is advice and wisdom that's been given to me that I think is relevant, and I'll give you 4 points. The first, be a risk taker. And I'm not talking about jumping out of an airplane without checking your parachute, right? I'm talking about personal risk, where you stretch yourself each day. You meet a stranger, you ask them what they do, you ask them how they help. Someday, graduates, when you're in a business, there may be another department that may have an answer that you're looking for, and having the courage to walk across that aisle and collaborate on something. So risk-taking is so critical. I've also been blessed in my role to be invested in executive coaches, and one was sharing with me that most of you have heard the concept of high potentials. And high potentials have really 2 ingredients. One is they're very curious around learning, and the other is their emotional intelligence, or what you've heard as EQ. So let's start with the first one, the curiosity of learning. It's really about answering this question, and she boiled this down, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's not mine, others would be really brilliant. The fact is she says, the curiosity of learning is you have to answer this question. Do you know what to do when you don't know what to do? Say it again. Do you know what to do when you don't know what to do? And you think about how that plays out in your life, and when you're faced with a problem and you're the smart person or you're the well-educated person or you should know how to do this technical thing. Do you ask for help or do you play solitaire? And playing solitaire is very dangerous in business and very dangerous in relationships. So that's what I gathered from that one. As far as EQ, emotional intelligence, it really boils down to 1, do you know yourself? Do you know how you're perceived? And are you coachable? Can you take feedback and turn that feedback into behavior modifications in which you can get better at whatever you do, whether it's a relationship, task, leadership, etc. So that's risk-taking. The next piece is trust yourself and forgive yourself. So trust yourself. Why? Because guess what? You're going to make some mistakes when you take those risks, and you need to be able to trust yourself that you're going to learn from them, and you're going to do something different the next time, or not repeat it as often in my case. So the forgive yourself part is really important because I think as a society we struggle with forgiving ourselves when we make mistakes, and there's plenty of folks that'll help beat yourself up, right? So the forgive yourself piece, the best way I can describe that is if you're going through your life and you're not forgiving yourself, you're putting a rock in your backpack, right? And then you put another rock. And pretty soon your backpack weighs more than you do. You have to let some of that go. That doesn't mean you're less accountable. You just have to forgive yourself and trust yourself to make the next choice, make it a better decision next time, okay? So trust yourself, forgive yourself. The third is around choices and talent. You know, children's books often and movies can often teach us a lot. If the movie Incredibles teaches you one thing, flexibility, right? But Harry Potter, when our children were small, and they're big now, 20 and 17, Marin and Jack, we were reading those Harry Potter books, and then later, like a good lazy father, this DVD thing came out so we could watch the movie. But the one that caught me was the Chamber of Secrets. And when Harry was down in the chamber, he found himself against this serpent, and he slayed that serpent. He also met his nemesis down there again, right? And for those of you who are Harry Potter fans, you're with me. So they come out of the chamber. He's meeting with the head wizard. His name is Dumbledore. And first off, it came with a bit of a scolding. Then it moved to, hey, Harry, I really appreciate what you did down there. But along the way, Harry was confused about why he's met his nemesis more than once, and every time he's the victor. And he was struggling with that. That nemesis of mine is a good wizard as well. And so Dumbledore paused, and he said something that was very positive. He said, Harry, it's not your talents that define you, it's your choices. And if you think about that, you could pick up the paper tomorrow, watch the news tonight, and there's someone with incredible talent, particularly in athletics, in music, and a CEO. Just off the charts bright, off the charts talent, and their life is in a mess. And it's not because of their talent, it's because of their poor choice. So if I could leave that with you, that make good choices. You will not be perfect. Go up to another point I made, which is trust yourself and forgive yourself, right? My last thing. So the last point I'd like to make is be yourself. Everyone else is taken, and it's always good enough, right? And so, thank you. You know, if you think about that, if you're spending energy trying to be someone else, that's wasted energy because you can't be that person. You have to be yourself. There's books written all over right now around authenticity and transparency and leadership. These folks are trying to teach us as adults to be ourselves, right? And so an authentic leader, an authentic person, someone that's transparent, you automatically have trust. And we have a huge problem in our society right now, a deficit of trust. And so we can all do our part by being authentic, being transparent, and we start with being ourselves. So with that, graduates, congratulations. This is awesome. Gateway, large Gateway, Brian Albrecht, thank you for allowing me to speak to you tonight.
I just want to personally thank Mitchell for his comments tonight. I know success is about choices, and I think we made an excellent choice in our commencement speaker this evening. Terrific job. Thank you very much. And so maybe the biggest critic, your mom's in the audience. How did you do? All right, great job. I know that everyone's very proud of you. So we now have the opportunity to listen to one of you. Gateway Technical College has a history of inviting one of our students to speak. And tonight, Joshua Paul is graduating in the nursing program and is in the Kenosha Campus Star Ambassador. Josh is a past president of the Student Nurses Association and a member of the American Red Cross. He is well respected by his instructors, his fellow students, and his patients, and now is known as a compassionate and caring person who is able to make those choices and help people at ease. Josh will be taking his state boards this summer to fulfill his dream to become a registered nurse. He recently served as Gateway's Rudy, the mascot for our college. Please join me in welcoming Joshua Paul.
Thank you, Brian. It is a pleasure to stand here tonight in front of my peers to make this speech. I am representing one of the many voices here celebrating an achievement tonight. So here we are, sometime between enrollment and our last semester. We made it to this very moment, and we have succeeded. We can agree here at Gateway in one thing, that we all come from different environments and different life experiences. But one thing that we share in common tonight, and that is that we have overcome. In life, we experience many struggles, whether it be a struggle to find a job, a struggle to overcome an obstacle, or a struggle just to take care of our families and provide food on the table. Higher education presents its own struggles, whether it be to find a job or to celebrate. But tonight we persevere and overcome these struggles. With family, friends, and faculty present, let's look back and remember our college experience and how far we have come. My journey here at Gateway began almost 4 years ago. I entered the nursing program with a determination to become a nurse. It was a dream of mine. But let me step back and explain something first. My original career choice was industrial engineering. As a child, I always dreamed of working for the theme park design industry. It was shortly after attending a 4-year university that I knew this was not quite right for me. I came back home and felt defeated. I enrolled in Gateway's nursing program after listening to advice from a manager I had at the time. With a completely different career choice facing me, I was, to say the least, afraid of the present and the future. Gateway changed all of that for me. Gateway is a community. Gateway has been a separate family for all of us, a home away from home per se. We have spent so much of our time here, it's hard that it is not that way. In this Gateway community, I have met some lifelong friends, and some people that have been there for when I needed them to lean on. So with pride, I stand up here today and say thank you to Gateway Technical College. Thank you not only for my education, but also thank you for giving me the opportunity to meet and interact with so many different people that I call friends. Thank you to all the instructors who have taken the time to not only make us feel confident in ourselves, but in our abilities. Thank you to all the administration and other faculty that work day in and day out to foster a positive learning environment. William Arthur Ward said, "If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it." So tonight, graduates, I say congratulations. In reaching your dreams, you have become it. But also, do not stop. Continue your education. Continue the mission that Gateway Technical College has instilled in all of us, to be a bigger part of our community, to obtain a bachelor's degree, to obtain a master's degree, to become that lifelong learner. Your education does not stop here. Your life has been a result of the choices that you have made. Enjoy this moment. You are a graduate. I wish you all the very best of luck on your future endeavors, and I look forward to our paths crossing again. Once again, congratulations on your accomplishments tonight. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Zena Haywood, Executive Vice President and Provost.
Thank you. Good evening. I'd like to offer my congratulations to the class of 2014. As your Chief Academic Officer, I want you to know I'm very, very proud of each and every one of you. Each year, Gateway Alumni Association selects a person that exemplifies the highest level of career success and community leadership. Assisting with the presentation of the 2014 Gateway Technical College Alumni Association Distinguished Alumni Award, Dr. Jennifer Charpentier, Executive Director of the Gateway Foundation. Dr. Charpentier, please come forward. Our recipient this year is Stephen Sturch. Over the last decade, Stephen Sturch brought great honor and pride to Gateway Technical College through his hard work, state and international awards, career achievements, and community service to the college. While providing for a family of 5 children with a full-time job, he completed an associate's degree in marketing while advancing himself in the business world. With his degree and determination, Stephen is currently the national sales manager for a Fortune 500 company. During his tenure at Gateway, he found time for professional growth by being an active member and competitor in the Collegiate DECA organization. Mr. Sturch achieved great recognition for Gateway by placing first at both the state and international development conferences and numerous marketing competitive events with over 2,000 students attending from both 2-year and 4-year colleges and universities. Finally, Stephen continues to be an ambassador and asset to Gateway by attending numerous high school career days to promote Gateway and working with current Gateway business students who are preparing for competition. Please join me in congratulating Stephen Sturch. Thank you. Graduates who are members of the National Honor Fraternity Phi Theta Kappa are wearing gold tassels. Graduates with gold honor cords have achieved the President's Honor Award for Scholastic Achievement with a grade point average of 3.9 to 4.0 in their program requirements. Graduates wearing white honor cords have achieved the District Honor Award for achieving a grade point average of 3.75 to 3.89 in their program requirements. Will all 3 groups of honor graduates please stand and be recognized for your outstanding academic performance? Thank you very much. In addition, Gateway Technical College has a focus on the skills that graduates need in a global society. Our Gateway Global Scholars program provides an international education experience. This year, our Global Scholars participated in cultural and curricular study abroad experiences in Germany, Belize, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua. Gateway's graduating Global Scholars are recognized tonight by their Gateway Global Scholars stoles. Will the Gateway Global Scholars please stand? Thank you. We would also like to recognize the students who are members of the National Society of Leadership and Success, or Sigma Alpha Pi, which is a worldwide organization for achievement and leadership education. Members are invited to participate and must complete a rigorous training program which focuses on exploring one's challenges, recognizing one's strengths, and setting up a personal plan to move forward. Would the graduates who are members of Sigma Alpha Pi please stand to be recognized? Thank you. We are also proud to recognize another group of graduates who have demonstrated through service the importance of respecting and valuing the environment in which we live. Gateway's Green Scholars have demonstrated their personal and professional commitment to building a more sustainable community through actively participating in community and college environmental sustainability efforts. Green Scholars are wearing a pin to symbolize their accomplishments. Please join me in congratulating our Green Scholars. And last, but certainly not least, we would like to recognize our graduates who have the distinction of serving our country in the United States Armed Forces. Will the graduates wearing red, white, and blue honor cords please stand and be recognized for your distinguished service? Congratulations to all of our special honor graduates.
Thank you, Zena. And let me add my special congratulations to all of our graduating with honors. It certainly is a remarkable accomplishment, and we certainly appreciate your continued support for our college. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the conferring of the degrees and diplomas. On behalf of the Wisconsin Technical College System and the Gateway Board of Trustees, I acknowledge the candidates for diploma and degrees. Will the division representatives please present the candidates for their degrees?
Before we start giving out the degrees, if you would indulge me for just a moment. 2 years ago, I had the great pleasure of being able to introduce a degree candidate who was very special to the Gateway family. She was graduating with her second degree. She was very special to the Gateway family because she was also a Gateway employee. And for a lot of you Gateway graduates this evening, she would have been the first person that you would have met. She worked as a new student specialist, so she would be the one to help you with your applications and your financial aid and take you on a tour of the campus. For those of you that had the pleasure of working with her, her name was Vicki Stefka. We got the unfortunate, sad news yesterday that Vicki has lost her battle with cancer. So it is with a heavy heart tonight that we give out some more diplomas, and we just wanted you to know who she was and how much she loved the Gateway graduates. So Vicki, wherever you are, we miss you. Okay. So that being said, will the Business and Information Technology Division please stand?
I, Linda McGee, representing the Business and Information Technology faculty, present the candidates for degrees and diplomas. Will the candidates please come forward?
Candidates, as you present your cards, please make sure that I am reading your name properly. This is your moment, and you deserve to have it correct. So if there's anything incorrect, please let us know. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree Accounting, Heather Adams. Lila J. Bitar. Nicole J. Sear. Jennifer R. Eisel. Amy A. Kalber. Melissa L. Loken. Norma A. Maldonado. Julie N. Nelson. Michelle A. Sauceda. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree Administrative Assistant, Merritt L. Alfano Tilch. Lynn C. Avalos. Helen G. Miller. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree Administrative Professional, Dawn R. Cullen. Stacy L. Erickson. Mercedes M. Pilder. Maria Rosales. Gregory S. Thonis. Heather L. Turner. Sarah J. Zabel. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Business Management, Dominique M. Acevedo. Elizabeth A. Bates. Marcy A. Bierce. Rochelle C. Bergerson. Vontrell D. Dixon. Christina M. Ensor. Kayla S. Groves. Aaron L. Hudson. I'm sorry, Hudon. Dalton C. Jacobson. Flory M. Jerez. Stephen E. Kaywood. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Supervisory Management, Sharon D. Malcolm, who is also graduating from the Supervisory Management program. Baron L. Olson. Jill E. Perry. Brady R. Ritaco. Angelo C. Selman. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Graphic Communications, Melissa J. Pritchett. Sandra K. Schiller. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Information Technology Web Developer Administrator, Jeffrey B. Barker, Jr. Matthew M. Nelson. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Information Technology Network Specialist, Devin J. Albert. Curtis J. Gilman. Julie B. Schick. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Information Technology Computer Support Specialist, Paul E. Douglas. Is it Jeremiah? Jeremiah W. Friday. Leticia R. Gomez. James A. Mulroy. Antoinette L. Ziesmer, who is also graduating from the Game Programming Program, the Web Developer Administrator Program, and the Computer Support Specialist Program. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Information Technology Programmer Analyst, Todd A. Falk. Nathan A. Hoffman. Scott E. Mills. Jeremy E. Rodriguez. Carol A. Ruiz, who is graduating from Web Developer Administrator and Programmer Analyst. Marina E. Schwenk. Jessica L. Wagner. Now presenting the candidate for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Industrial Systems Specialist, Shirley A. Olson. Presenting now the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Marketing Business to Business, Andrea L. Hazler, who is also graduating from Digital Photography. Jessica R. Korek. All right. Marianne Wynn. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree in Marketing General, Mara G. Alvarez. LaShawn A. Lott. No, sir. Jason R. Luckhart. Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Office Assistant, Martha D. Gomez. DeShannon L. Harris. Keisha S. Harris. Brittany A. Reading. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Radio Broadcasting, Alejandro Garcia. Sandra K. Rivera. Here we go. Nicholas L. Shea. Daniel J. Wensing. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Technical Communications, Mary A. Beebe. Gina C. Chekai. Deanna L. Kranzel. Christopher J. Lalonde. Will the Manufacturing, Engineering, and Transportation Division now please stand?
I, Patrick Hoppy, am representing the Manufacturing, Engineering, and Transportation faculty, present the candidates for degrees and diplomas. Will the candidates please come forward?
It's all you. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration Technology, Benjamin L. Lazio. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Architectural Structural Engineering Technician, Jennifer L. Brennica, who is also graduating from Civil Engineering Technology, Highway, and Land Survey Technician. Tanya R. Copernall, who is also graduating from Civil Engineering, Highway Technology, and Land Survey Technician. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Automotive Technology, Gavin P. Garay. Jacob S. Henningfield. Andrew J. Johnson. Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma CNC Production Technician, Simeon D. Gray. Ileana I. Gutierrez. Jerry L. Ketchum. Patricia A. Siragusa. Too smiley. Daryl J. Moore, who's graduating from Civil Engineering, Highway Technology, and Land Survey Technician. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Electrical Engineering Technology, Joshua H. Goodenough. Martin Z. Guerrero. Andre D. Jedkins. Louis T. Kenny. Michael P. Napton, who is graduating from Biomedical Engineering Technology and Electrical Engineering Technology. Michael D. Mengi. Herbie B. Pierce. Jason A. Tomaszewski, who's graduating from Electrical Engineering and Sustainable Engineering Systems. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Electromechanical Technology, Stacy S. Gomez, who is also graduating from Electromechanical Technology and the Automated Manufacturing Systems Technician program. Tammy A. Porasic. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Electronic Technician, George L. Martinez. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Electronics, Ernesto M. Spain. And now the candidate for the Technical Diploma Facilities Maintenance Program, Kirby L. Crosby. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Horticulture, Greenhouse, and Floral, Catherine N. Huck, who is also graduating from Nursery and Landscaping. And now the candidate for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Horticulture, Nursery, and Landscaping, Richard A. Irwin. Michael E. Sanders. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Mechanical Engineering Technology, Brent A. Brooks. Edward O. Cook. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Mechatronics, Brandon S. Recknagel. Presenting now the candidates for the Tech Diploma Advanced Welding, Jared T. Ainge, who is also graduating from the Maintenance and Fabrication Welding program. Matthew W. Campbell, who is graduating from Advanced Welding and Pipe Welding. Sir? Is it Clement? Patrick J. Clement, Advanced Welding and Maintenance and Fabrication Welding. Carrie J. Pilligore for Electromechanical Technology. Will the Health Occupations Division please stand?
I, Michael Randolph, representing the Health Occupations faculty, present the candidates for degrees and diplomas. Will the candidates please come forward?
Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Communities Pharmacy Technician, Corey L. Brandeles, who is also graduating from Medical Assistant. Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Health Unit Coordinator, Sandra A. Williams, who is also graduating with Community Pharmacy Technician. Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Dental Assistant, Anna K. Albino. Logan E. Bloom. Erica R. Dehan. Rebecca A. Hanfeld. Samantha A. Howlett. Brianna S. Cotton. Laura E. McLucky. Christina D. Molinaro. Sarah E. Norton. Claudia Pulido. Jennifer L. Rasmussen. Lindsay M. Wrench. Stephanie M. Sandy. Ariel M. Snyder. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Health Information Technology, Stephanie D. Jones. Colleen D. Koshel. Is it Rachel? Rachel A. Luer. Kia N. Reed. Flora L. Simonian. Lola E. Skinner. Now presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Medical Assistant, Samantha R. Beshta. Montserrat Bushio. Sonia D. Cobb. Beth D. Dale. Valerie A. Fuller. Christine D. Funk. Sue A. Gens. Whitney L. Green. Tiara F. Honeycutt. Pamela Hooker. Mallory M. Lapousse. Mariela S. Martinez. Danielle N. Meisinger. Sarah H. Peterson. Lori S. Prosco. Christy M. Ryder. Lillian E. Tamayo. Nicole M. Thomas. Christine M. Thrasher. Diane L. Torres. Donna L. Trimmer. Penny J. Wallace. Cassandra L. Watson. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Nursing, Tessa R. Alvarez. Christina Aranda. Rory E. Bloom. Amanda J. Clausen. Robin R. Fell. Carrie A. Gorix. Jessica L. Hegeman. Ashley J. Hyen. Hector Hernandez Sanchez. Danielle L. Ingram. Rebecca L. Gelden. Rachel E. Marker. Stephanie A. Morand. Derek L. Nimmer. Joshua A. Paul. Jennifer L. Peralta. Charlotte M. Portson. Heidi A. Radomski. Jamie M. Rorig. Nicole E. Roselle. Jamie L. Shive. Jennifer K. Swanson. Leanne M. Swartz. Crystal A. Wojciechowski. Now presenting the candidate for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Physical Therapy Assistant, Heather M. Gentry. Kylie M. Langenbach. Amanda M. Lowe. Peter A. Metke. Tommy R. Reidenbach. Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Practical Nursing, Nikia M. Coburn. Tristan N. Corbett. Angela M. Crowder Jones. Tennille D. Jackson. Doris D. Mitchell. Desiree Quinones. Kiana A. Saunders. Markeisha S. Smith. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree Radiography, Tracy L. Farmer. Kathleen J. Gietzel. Heidi L. Golovin. Jessica L. Ladalek. Rainey N. Ritchie. Elizabeth Y. Villarreal. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree Surgical Technology. Is it Choice? Emily K. Choice. Kylie R. Durrill. And Virginia M. Jones. Will the Service Occupations Division please stand?
I, Susan Curry, representing the Service Occupations faculty, present the candidates for degrees and diplomas. Will the candidates please come forward?
Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Barber Technologist, Brian M. Fisher. Lisa M. Howard. Dominique L. Montez. Mitchell M. Thomas. Now presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Barber Cosmetologist, Hannah J. Allen. Norma G. Castellan. Jasmine C. Davis. Janelia L. Gonzalez. Courtney R. James. Kristen L. Love. Taylor C. Lurquin. Angela C. Brown. Makisha M. Penix. Cameo J. Powell. Presenting the candidates for the Technical Diploma Cosmetology, Sherry R. Shearer. Anna W. Stozek. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Criminal Justice Law Enforcement, Charlie A. Albright. Christina M. Balin. Valerie L. Brylo. Samantha M. Ennis. Lenora M. Forrest. Kendra R. Greinke. Nicole L. Halber. Gabriella L. Hampton. Eric J. Hardy. Jeffrey P. Hartke. Shataka L. Hodges. Allison L. Howell. LaWanda D. Jackson. Is it Kari? Carrie L. Kazabowski. Precious L. King. Becky S. Connect. Robert A. Knight. Anthony A. Laskowski. LaShonda L. Lowry. Regina Q. Lunford. Cara R. Lyons. Justina M. Maurer. Maxwell E. Pease. Anid L. Perez. Vianney Perez. Haley L. Poyer. Nicole L. Punko. Michael A. Keelis. Marissa A. Salas. Ashley R. Scaife. Ashley E. Schirkenbach. Timothy Richard Tabor. Taylor A. Taggart. Jamie M. Wynn. Octavia A. Winters McDaniel. Cassandra M. Woodley. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Culinary Arts, Roshan Cornella. Raquel R. Granados. Elizabeth R. Peterson. Katrina Taylor. Charles J. Veit. Now presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Early Childhood Education, Gloria J. Allen. Brianna L. Burcham. Caitlin J. Friesema. Caitlin A. Rodriguez. Deanna L. Swenson. Stephanie L. Tamel. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Fire Protection Technician, Salvador Villaseñor. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Human Services Associate, Scott E. Balser. Judith L. Bartelt. Eloisa de la Cruz Portis. Brooke N. Drew. Erica A. Eggert. Amanda J. Enright. Jeffrey P. Gaffey. Amanda C. Gano. Andrea B. Garcia Carrillo. Patricia G. Glass. Linnea J. Goodmanson Adams. Bobby G. Henderson. Jean M. Hunter. Sheila K. Kappelhoff. Nicole R. Louie. Markila B. Moore. Kathleen T. Moritz. Kia L. Noel. Melissa M. Phillips. Lashana Price. Elaine Prude. Margarita Puentes Nuno. LaDonna L. Redmond. Nicole J. Waddle. Felicia L. Young. Kelly A. Zonley. Presenting the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree, Instructional Assistant, Virginia Ramirez de Vega. Tammy L. Vaughn. President Albrecht, all of the candidates have been announced.
AJ, thank you. You did a terrific job. We all appreciate your enunciation of everyone's names here. And I tell you what, it was a little quiet at first. I didn't know if this place was going to raise the roof here. So let's hear it one more time, graduates. Well, this has been a very exciting evening, and I admire your accomplishments and wish you great success in your future. Now, if you will stand with me. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin and Gateway Technical College Board of Trustees, I confer the appropriate recognition for your work at Gateway Technical College. You may now move your symbolic tassel on your mortarboard from your right to your left. Congratulations, graduates!
I, Lori Andrucci, hereby close the commencement exercises for Gateway Technical College.
Will the graduates please remain standing for the recessional? Guests, please also remain seated until the completion of the recessional. And just again, a reminder, following tonight's ceremony, graduates, guests, and staff are invited to the President's Reception located in UW Parkside's main place, which is just north of this evening. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight, and good evening.